Hi, and welcome to this video on how to use our algorithmic co-governance guide. Find the guide online on the link provided here. It has been developed by PSI with support from the Friedrich Ebert Stiftung as part of the Our Digital Future project. Firstly, let's define an algorithmic system. It is a digital system that uses algorithms to produce an outcome. For example, to set schedules, measure worker productivity, or to determine who to hire. Algorithmic systems cover everything from data analysis using a spreadsheet to artificial intelligence, machine learning, to the new generative AI systems you might have heard about in the news. The point to note here is that the outcomes are created through semi-automated processes. In our workshops, workers and shop stewards have asked us how to begin conversations with management regarding the ethical and responsible deployment of digital technologies in public services. This is why we created this guide. As you can see, the guide consists of 7 themes that each contain key questions that workers need to ask management to protect workers' rights in digitalized workplaces. There are 19 questions in total. Let's look at the 7 themes one by one. Theme 1 is all about transparency, procurement and contracts, i.e. your right to know what digital technologies are being used and whether the tech has been developed by a third party who in turn might have access to your data. Many workers' reps have informed us that they do not know what digital technologies the employers are using. This theme addresses that. In theme 2, we ask management who amongst them is responsible for these digital technologies. This might seem like a dull question, but in our experience, management has oftentimes not established clear lines of responsibility. We also here ask how management are reviewing the systems. What remedies have they put in place if things go wrong? Theme 3 is about your rights of redress, i.e. the mechanisms that are or could be in place to ensure that you can challenge any algorithmically supported decision that management takes. In theme 4, we ask 3 essential questions about your data rights and the right to curb the quantification of workers. For more on your data rights, please see our Data Lifecycle at Work guide. Theme 5 examines whether management has adequately assessed the risks and impacts of using these digital technologies. Will the technologies abuse workers' rights, such as your right to unionize, to sound occupational health and safety, to reasonable and responsible working conditions, and not least your right not to be subject to discrimination? Remember, ideally, workers or their reps should be consulted as part of these assessments. Theme 6 is closely linked to Theme 1 regarding the use of digital technologies that are developed by a third party. Has management ensured the right to demand changes to systems if harms are detected? If not, it's our recommendation that you negotiate terms whereby if harms are detected and they can't be rectified, then of course that digital technology should not be used. Workers and/or their representatives should decide with management whether a solution that sorts out those harms is satisfactory or not. Theme 7 is the last theme. It asks what mechanisms can be put in place so worker representatives are part of the overall governance of these digital technologies. It also asks what skills and competencies both management and reps need to do this right. Remember, the majority of tech used in public services are third-party systems. So management might need just as much training as you, and you must be involved. That's it for the co-governance guide, but one more thing. Note many of these questions can actually be turned into contract language for your collective bargaining. Let's take an example. The question, who designed and owns these systems, who are the developers and vendors under theme 1, could be reframed to the following. Management shall, prior to the deployment of digital technologies, provide all workers with information about the developers and/or vendors that have access to workers' personal data and/or personally identifiable information. As always, we wish you the best of luck and joy as you use this guide. Never hesitate to contact PSI with feedback or questions.